Good morning. We are QU Custom Poker Chips. My name is Tyler DeSalvo.
Alex Wetter.
Rachel Killeran.
Derek Reyes.
And today we're going to be talking to you about what we've learned over the semester so far, how we've made our micro business, and yeah, we're just going to tell you about our micro business. So, pivots in learning is the main thing we've learned over the semester. We've had to pivot a lot. First, when creating our idea, we came up with it because we saw a lot of people playing poker on campus, and we thought they would like to have a Quinnipiac logo on their poker chips. And so, first, we were going to print out stickers at a custom print shop, and then they couldn't do it. It got too expensive, just wasn't going to work out. So we had to pivot and find a website that would custom print the poker chips by themselves and then send it to us. This ended up working really well. As you can see in the picture of the boxes, that was our first order, and we instantly just fell in love with the manufacturer and how they were able to really bring our idea to life. Then the next thing we had to learn and figure out was how do we sell? We first were leaning more online orders, but then that kind of failed, didn't really get the word out. And Alex will get into this more, but didn't work. So we had to pivot and we just went to in-person door-by-door selling. You can see us there, two pictures at tables selling our poker chips. And yeah, just selling to students head on. And now Alex is going to talk about that a little more.
During our selling process, we found that it was very beneficial to go door to door. As we went from like different dorms, we found that like a lot of people kind of like that in-person interaction. They like to just see the product itself and not just see like the link to order form or pre-order form. A lot of people like to just have give money and get a product instantly, not really wait and have that order come through. So we found that door to door was the best. Making that connection with the customer, we found it was very important that like they trusted our product and like what we were doing with the product instead of just being like, oh, here's my money and give it to me. We got to like see what people liked, what people wanted. And we sold it in different like lights. Like if people liked golf, it was a ball marker. If they wanted to play poker, it was poker. If they didn't like either, then it was just decoration. And a lot of people bought it for like family members or just something that's like a sentimental piece. And then our experience with the tables and the pop-up shops, it was like a good idea, but I feel that not a lot of people go to these things. Like it's hard to like find the groups of people that we found in dorms going to door. So it really just, I don't know if it was the best use of our time, but it was a good experience to see how like actual storefronts use a business. And we found that it was very like I don't know, eye-opening to see that how hard it is for a store to really attract people just on its own through name.
And how about you tell the audience kind of like, so when we first went door to door, me, Rachel, and Derek were a little nervous, but Alex just went into each room. So you tell them like how you get in the mood to sell the poker chips.
I don't know, I find it's like very intriguing when you just knock on their door and they're like, "What do you want?" And you just kind of just give them that like hook and you gotta like try and just attract them to your product and not just like let them shut the door in your face and be like, no, I don't want it. And then you just, gotta just be respectful of their boundaries because a lot of people said, no, I'm not interested. And then we had to keep moving and
Keep pushing.
yeah, we kept it pushing and then we found someone else who maybe was interested. And anyone who was like, on the fence, maybe here or there, we would, give them some alternatives, why they need it, what it could be used for, and then eventually they would normally come around and buy our chips.
I feel like kind of showing them a little bit of our personalities helped to sell too. Just because, like, I feel like it made them more trustworthy, being more extroverted to the people, kind of like showing them like who we are, what we're about, rather than just selling them simply our product.
And next, Rachel's gonna be talking about our marketing for QU custom chips.
So, on a marketing standpoint, we kind of realized going into this that our target market would be mostly men, just because the nature of it, like mostly men are like this is kind of like a thing that guys do more. Um, so we kind of prioritized going door to door, knocking on their doors, and selling to them, whereas the women were more of just like, oh, just buy one chip, it's only $2. We kind of had to persuade them a little more. So I think realizing our target marketing kind of pushing more towards that, um, definitely maximized our sales. And yeah, again, like our product definitely appeals to college students, playing poker and selling poker chips, especially that they were custom, that definitely helped a lot. We know our PC Molly, she actually ordered a custom set for her brother who goes to Bryant. That was really cool. So yeah, just the fact that it was custom, it's more marketable and more people would want to buy it. Um, we also came up with different uses of our products because we realized that not everybody either knows about poker, knows how to play, or knows other people who play. So we figured we could market our product as like ball markers for people who play golf or people who have a father or brother or a boyfriend who plays golf. Also, it's just decoration, just something. It's couldn't be act themed, so goes along with the spirit. Um, Also the quality of our chips. I think it was better that the makerspace didn't end up working out because our quality of our chips ended up being a lot better rather than just having like stickers on the chips. And I think people like that a lot more. They were willing to pay more for a product that they could see lasting longer rather than just stickers on a chip. And then for our social media, as you can see in the picture, we created an Instagram page. We would post on it whenever we had events such as pop-up shops or our table. We didn't get too much engagement, but it definitely helped to get the word out. I know at some point there were people who weren't even in business classes talking about our poker chip business and saying like we were doing good, it was a good idea. So, um, yeah, word definitely got around. We did make a Google Forms. We put the link in the bio. Again, as Alex said before, that didn't really work as much. I think just being direct and going directly to the person, having that kind of instant transaction helped the most. But overall, our media engagement was pretty well. We made sure to post. People knew who we were, and it ended up working.
Yeah, just to say a little more about the Instagram, like kind of we want our brand to be very personable to QU students. Like all our posts have like blue and gold for Quinnipiac. We say we're at Quinnipiac, we'll tag all the other small businesses and just try to have a personal brand with QU custom poker chips. Then next, Derek will be telling you guys about our finances.
Starting off with our finances, our first steps we took was researching manufacturers and seeing which like manufacturer gives the best price and best quality at the same time. Researching different websites, we saw that an average of 89 cents per chip was the most affordable cost for us when selling our poker chips. And figuring out our chips, we calculated that selling price of about $2 was best for us. Seeing that, like, talking to other students who play poker and talking about the pricing, and they gave us the best advice for it. And then we came up with the profit of like $1.11 per chip, and then coming up with our 3 for $5 really grabbed the attention of other students, especially the poker players, when they saw like different chips, different colors, and different logos, which we'll get into after. And the deal works best for us and the customers because they get a good deal and we still make a good profit with all the deals we make.
And like which like design or color did people like most of our chips? Because we had three different colors.
Based on our charts that we kept our sales on, a lot of the yellow custom poker chips with a bobcat on it made the most sales out of the other colors. And then the blue one did good, but the black one didn't do as good as the other ones.
Yeah.
I think like the deal that we had where you could buy all three colors for $5 really
Yeah.
helped. Because instead of just like having to choose what color you wanted, I think having like a little bundle was a good idea.
Yeah, it really helped persuade people because $2 for like a small circle. Some people might find that too expensive,
Yeah.
but maybe for five, it's 5 for $3 instead of 2 for $6.
Hmm.
So that is our presentation about our micro business. We want to thank everyone for listening. We hope you're able to kind of like take the things that we learned and maybe you learn something new too. And yeah, I'm Tyler Salvo again,
Alex Sweater.
Rachel Killeran.
There, Grace.
and thank you for listening. Have a good day.